You all wanted mineral sunscreen reviews, so here's one I actually liked. And when I saw the number of comments on my older Heliocare videos, I knew what to do. Hello, how are you guys doing? I have noticed in the comments that a lot of you are asking for mineral sunscreen options. I don't really talk a lot about mineral sunscreen, as in they don't make it to the list of my top sunscreens very often because I find a lot of mineral sunscreens are very greasy. Also, a lot of them are not always water resistant. And when the UV index is soaring, like the other day when I checked on my weather map, I saw that the UV index was 11. It's so hot, it is difficult to keep sunscreen on the face. And when sunscreens are greasy, I know a lot of us will not be applying it properly. If you're stepping out in the sun all like day or you have to go to office, etc., etc., you might not like the feel of a mineral sunscreen. And even in the mornings, it is rising up to around 8 or 7. I trust really cutting edge modern UV filters, but that's totally understandable if you prefer a mineral sunscreen. It's about preference as long as you apply any sunscreen in this heat. However, there are few mineral sunscreens that I really enjoy, and I have made videos about them before as well. I am talking about the mineral tolerance fluid from Heliocare. I wanted to get into depth about why my skin enjoys this sunscreen so much, despite the fact that it is a mineral sunscreen. I love Heliocare as a brand. I really trust them with their sunscreens. So when it comes to mineral sunscreen, I thought like several years ago, let me try this one and see if it works. So here's the thing: when the days are super duper humid, this might not be the one I would use to go outdoors. But when I'm inside the house, and especially on days that my skin has been through a lot, it is sensitive, dry, red, patchy, I think I really reach out for this one. First of all, it's fragrance free, which I really like. It's a zinc oxide, titanium oxide sunscreen. And for those like me with melasma and slight pigmentation on the skin, this also has iron oxides, which is super helpful with pigmentation. As a consumer of sunscreen who uses sunscreen several times a day, I really like this sunscreen. So the other thing I really like about this sunscreen is super pretty under makeup. Makeup sets up really well on top of this sunscreen. You might need to use a little powder though. It has a very dewy finish, which helps makeup sit up well, like a primary moisturizery sort of way. But I do not know if this tint will be universal. I will do a texture check and you can see how the tint looks like. I am not sure, as I said before, if this tint is going to be universal for everyone, but if you have medium, olive, lighter skin tone, this tint might be a go for you. My undertone, which is warm, might seem like a slight bit of mismatch for the sunscreen, but somehow I have managed to make it work. It does take a little while to blend the sunscreen in, but once it blends, it gives a really nice, beautiful sheen. And it's my absolute favorite during winters. Expensive, yes, but it is alcohol free, fragrance free. Also, I can't spot any essential oils in that list. So, if you have really sensitive skin and if you're willing to shell out the money, this one is a great fit. And for things like this, I think you should subscribe to my channel.